My name is Pradipat Malawong. In this video, I will try to explain how to play possible way to play the net. Before we start, this is going to be a little rough. I think this might take 2 or 3 videos just to let you know. But let's start with and I have lots of notes and stuff. So to playing the net, 3 things that you have to keep in mind. One, the net is a zone. It's not a line on the court. It's actually, pretend that this is the net. I was hoping to do this on a badminton court, but this is the best I can do. So pretend this is the net. Most people think of playing the net as playing right here. I like to think that playing the net is from here to the actual net itself. So think of the net as a zone. 2 is condensedness. Condensedness means your racket head movement. The closer you are to the net, the more condensed your stroke has to be. If you're in the backcourt, you can take a bigger swing, but when you're up close to the net, you want to minimize your movement, your racket head movement. Okay, I'll go through this in detail. I'm just going through this quickly now. And 3, deception. Deception is a huge part of playing the net. Because of the distance, so you want to give your opponent less time to react. Let's go over the zones real quick. I made these colored. So you know that 80% of your play is within this pink zone there. And when you're playing the net, which is here like this, that's the front service line from like the mid-court forward. When you're playing the net, you want to keep this zone in mind, the bottom and the middle, and how that correlates to the other side of the court. Meaning if you catch the shuttle down here, that your opponent will come in to here. And if you catch the shuttle up here, your opponent will be further back. I'll explain that a little bit more. Racket head movement, when it comes to deception, there's only a finite amount of movements that you can do with your racket head. The most common is first to move your racket head down and then up. So down and then up to head. The second and third most common is to go, reading from top down, to go fake left to go right, or fake right then go left. Okay, so that, or this. And then the other one is this one, to go down and then go left, or to go down and go right, whether you're using the forehand grip or the backhand grip. Go down and then go left, then go down and go right. Okay. I'll explain this a little bit more. I just want to make sure that you understand that there are 3 things to consider when you're playing the net. The net is a zone, the condensedness of the racket head movement, and deception. Okay. Deception, there are 3 parts to deception. The 3 parts are zones of the badminton court, which I just showed you, racket head movement, which I just showed you, and shoulders. your shoulder works kind of like this. Let's say this is the sideline. If I am coming in to play the net and my shoulders are square, it's more than likely my opponent will stay neutral. But if I turn my shoulder to point to the sideline, my opponent will think that I am playing this sideline. But in actuality, by turning my shoulder towards the sideline, I am freeing my arm to be able to hit the cross-court shot more easily. Try this. Try hitting a cross-court shot when your shoulder is squared or perpendicular to the shuttle. It's very difficult to move your arm, but if you come in and turn your shoulder, your opponent will think you're hitting the sideline, and it's easier for you to go across. Right? So turn and hit. Same thing on the forehand side. If you come in with your shoulder perpendicular to the shuttle, it's hard to hit the cross-court shot. It's easier if you turn your shoulder towards the sideline and then hit the cross-court shot. This is playing at the net here. Same thing happens when you're playing further off the net, like here. If you catch the shuttle here, it's difficult to hit the cross-court shot. See, so if you turn your shoulder towards the sideline, you're playing this sideline, it makes it easier if you hit the cross-court shot. Same thing when the shuttle is on this sideline. When you catch it here, if you turn your shoulder, not only is it deceptive, it also makes it easier if you hit the cross-court shot. I think that's good for this video. Then I'm going to talk a little bit more in the next video about where to hit the shuttle, where the shuttle should land on the face of the racket when you're playing the net. Okay? Thank you for watching.